You're listening to the Dibbly Dobbly Podcast. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and click the bell to make sure you get the latest episodes of the podcast. Be sure to like and share our Facebook page as well. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Dibbly Dobbly Podcast. On today's episode of the podcast, we review match number 11 of IPL 2021 between the Delhi Capitals and the Punjab Kings. It's the Dibbly Dobbly Podcast, and let's get started. Let's have a look at the match summary of Game 11 for IPL 2021 here at Mumbai between the Delhi Capitals and the Punjab Kings. The Punjab Kings batted first and made 4 for 195 from their 20 overs. Agarwal top scored with 69 off 36 balls. Luckman, Khan, Wokes and Rabada took 1 wicket each for the Capitals. The Delhi Capitals finished on 4 for 198 from 18.2 overs. Shikhar Dhawan top scored with 92 of 49 balls. Jai Richardson took 2 wickets for the Punjab Kings. The Delhi Capitals won by 6 wickets and Shikhar Dhawan was named Man of the Match. What were some of the key moments and key factors from this match between the Delhi Capitals and the Punjab Kings? I thought the key moment and the key factor in this match was Shikhar Dhawan's innings of 92. Because pretty much that innings was an important innings for the Capitals to chase down these runs. Without Shikhar Dhawan, this could have gone the other way. But I thought his innings was key to the Capitals winning this game. It's very important in a run chase in T20 cricket to have someone who can score a big score and everyone else bats around him. And I thought everyone else batted around Dhawan and Dhawan played his shots. Everyone else stayed in and supported him. He had partnerships of 59 for the first wicket between him and Shaw, 48 for the second wicket between him and Steve Smith, and 45 for the third wicket between him and Pant. Pretty much those partnerships, along with his innings of 92, pretty much got the Capitals over the line in this game, which led to the Capitals winning this match by 6 wickets. Let's have a look at both teams' performances in this match. We'll start with the Delhi Capitals and their batsmen. Shaw 32, Dhawan 92, Smith 9, Pant 15, Stoinis 27 not out, and Yadav 12 not out. Let's have a look at their bowlers. Merarwa, Wokes, Rabada and Khan took 1 wicket each. No wickets for Yadav and Ashwin. That's how the Delhi Capitals went about things in this match. I thought it was a really good win from the Capitals. Very important for them to bounce back after the loss against the Rajasthan Royals. I thought they batted much better in this game compared to the game against the Rajasthan Royals. And their bowling was good as well in this game. Let's talk about their batting first of all. I thought they batted a lot smarter in this innings compared to the batting performance against the Rajasthan Royals in the last game. Shikhar Dhawan was impressive with his 92. Very important to have someone in the top order score a big score in a run chase, especially in the T20 match. Really sets up the run chase, and for him, he got the Capitals over the line because of that. So good from Shikhar Dhawan there. Also, the Capitals did well to bounce back, to put partnerships back to back, backing up partnerships, I should say. They did that well. 59 for the first wicket between Dhawan and Shaw, 48 for the second wicket between Dhawan and Smith, and 45 for the third wicket between Dhawan and Pant. So they did well in backing up those partnerships. And pretty much Dhawan's innings of 92 and those partnerships pretty much got them over the line with the bat. So that's great stuff there from the Capitals, which helped them chase down the total and win this game. So that's good from the Capitals, obviously learning from their past experiences and trying to get better and improve that. We saw that in this game against the Kings. They batted a lot smarter in this game, I thought. They read the game situation quite well. They knew what the situation was. Right, okay, we don't need to do anything too aggressive or too rash. We just need to bat sensibly. It's a good batting surface. Let's just get in, get set. If we have 2 set batsmen in or 1, we can get these runs. And that's what they did with Shikhar Dhawan. Being the set batsman, he got the runs in the end. And obviously contributed to this win for the Capitals with the bat. So I thought they batted a lot smarter in this game. The game awareness was better from them. Reading the game situation as well was better. So overall, their batting was very good in this game, the Capitals. Obviously, they need to back up this performance going forward. Their bowling performance in this game, let's talk about that, was pretty good. I thought they bowled well. To keep the Punjab Kings to 195 on this good batting surface was a good job from the bowlers. At one stage, the Punjab Kings were looking like getting 200 plus. But some great death bowling from the Delhi Capitals towards the end of the Punjab Kings innings helped them to keep the Kings to 195 on this Mumbai surface. So the bowling was pretty good overall. I thought they did a pretty good job in keeping the Kings to that 195 score, which in the end, they chased down and won this game. But I think going forward for their bowlers, I think if they come across another good batting surface again, the Capitals, I think their bowlers need to work on bowling some different variations and changes of pace. I think that's very important on a batting surface, on a good batting surface, that the bowlers are able to do that. Just change things up a bit. That can often bring about wickets. So that's something they can look at going forward. And also improve executing their lines and lengths and plans with the ball as well. Obviously trying to get the plans executed with the ball, trying to improve that skill of their bowling going forward. But overall, I thought their bowling was pretty good. And overall, it was a pretty good performance from the Capitals. Good to see them bounce back. Hopefully they can carry this momentum heading into their next game, which is against the Mumbai Indians and beyond that. Let's have a look at the Punjab Kings' performance in this match. We'll start with their batsmen. Rahul, 61. Agarwal, 69. Gale, 11. Huda, 22 not out. Puran, 9. And Shahrukh Khan, 15 not out. Let's have a look at their bowlers. 2 wickets for Jai Richardson. A wicket for Meredith and Ashdeep Singh. No wickets for Huda, Saxena and Shami. It was a disappointing performance from the Punjab Kings, I thought. In this game, I think their bowling let them down the most in this game. Their batting today was pretty good, but their bowling let them down. Let's talk about their bowling first of all. Just didn't quite get the lines and lengths right in this game. Didn't pick up wickets at regular intervals or build pressure with dot balls. Just like the Delhi Capitals bowlers, you were going for runs on this surface here in Mumbai. It was a pretty good surface. We saw some runs being scored. So both bowling and attack struggled, but I thought the Punjab Kings, they had a good score on the board. If they took wickets early, put the pressure on the Capitals, they would have won this game. But unfortunately, their bowling let them down in this game. So pretty much that was the factor in them losing this game. So the bowlers really need to improve on executing their plans, making sure they're bowling consistent lines and lengths, being consistent, building pressure, picking up wickets with good deliveries, building pressure with dot balls, and that will often bring about wickets. So for them, it's just about trying to improve on the basics with their bowling going forward. So overall, their bowling was poor, but they can look at areas to get better at and improve going forward. Let's talk about their batting. I thought they batted pretty well today compared to their last game against the Chennai Super Kings, where they batted horribly in that game. They got off to a good start with the bat. Rahul and Agarwal adding 122 for the first wicket, which set them up nicely to get 195 on this Mumbai surface. I thought they batted a lot smarter in this game compared to their last game against the Chennai Super Kings. They adapted to the conditions quite well. Their reading of the game situation and game awareness was a lot better, and they understood what they needed to do in this batting performance today. And a lot of the batsmen executed their roles with the bat. And that's very important for the Kings going forward, that every batsman in this team needs to execute their role. And I thought today in this game, they executed their roles quite well, and it saw them post a pretty good score of 195. In the end, it was chased down, but I think that's good signs going forward for the Kings going forward in this IPL season. Good signs for them that if their batting starts being consistent and their bowlers start being consistent as well, they can really gel as a team with bat and ball. So in this game, it was a bit of a mismatch in terms of performance with the bat and the ball. The batting was good and the bowling was poor. So they just need to get that balance right between the two going forward. But overall, I thought their batting was pretty good. They can get better at their batting. So it was a disappointing performance overall for the Punjab Kings. But as I said before, if they can get their batting and bowling gelling together and being consistent and building that cohesion, they can contest for a playoff spot as we get to the business end of this IPL. But at the moment, it's sort of a bit of a mismatched performance at the moment. In this game, it was. Their batting was good, their bowling was poor. And I think the big concern for them is their bowling. They need to really improve their bowling going forward because they're just leaking runs. And obviously, if they bowled well in this game, they would have won. But they didn't. So they need to look at that going forward. But overall, it was a disappointing performance. Disappointing result, I should say. Not to win this game, but this will bring them a lot of confidence going forward in terms of the batting. With the bowling, they just need to fix up a few basic areas, look to improve on them, and hopefully that can lead to better results going forward. Let's have a look at both teams' potential 11s heading into their next match. We'll start with the Delhi Capitals. Their next match is against the Mumbai Indians. And I think the Delhi Capitals will keep the same team for that game against the Mumbai Indians. I don't think they'll make too many changes. I don't think they need to. Often if you make too many changes in a cricket team, that upsets the cohesion and the consistency within the team. So I don't think they need to make any changes at all. If they want to make some changes, they can. But I don't think they need to make any changes going into this game against the Mumbai Indians. So their potential 11 could be Shaw, Dhawan, Smith, Pant, Stoinis, Yadav, Muraliwa, Wokes, Ashwin, Rabada and Khan. Let's have a look at the Punjab Kings' potential 11 for their next match against the Sunrisers Hyderabad. I think they will make a change for that game, the Punjab Kings against the Sunrisers Hyderabad. I think the one to miss out in that game is probably Nicholas Pooran, I think. He's been struggling in these first few games for the Punjab Kings. So maybe he misses out. I think they'll probably bring in Darwin Malan to see how he goes. Bring him into the side. Why not? Just to change things up a bit with the batting order. Give Malan a go, see what he can do. Maybe he can, score some runs and obviously get into some form, which would be good for the Punjab Kings going forward in this IPL. So I think their potential 11 could be Rahul, Agarwal, Gale, Huda, Malan, Khan, Saxena, Jai Richardson, Shami, Meredith, and Singh. What can we expect from both teams heading into their next match? We'll start with the Punjab Kings. Their next match is against the Sunrisers Hyderabad on Wednesday at Chennai. For the Punjab Kings, it was a much better batting display with the bat compared to their last game against CSK and this game against the Capitals. For them, it's just trying to bounce back from this loss against the Delhi Capitals and trying to focus on their next game against the Sunrisers Hyderabad and winning that game. So for the Punjab Kings, it's just about trying to bounce back, show that resilience and fight and character, learn from this game against the Capitals and implement that heading into their next game against the Sunrisers Hyderabad. For the Delhi Capitals, their next game is against the Mumbai Indians on Tuesday at Chennai. They needed that win after that loss against the Rajasthan Royals in their last game. Hopefully this win against the Punjab Kings will get them back on track for the rest of this IPL season. And hopefully they can build on this, be more consistent, and hopefully for them, be there at the end for the playoffs and potentially for the final. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell to get the latest episodes of the podcast. And like and share our Facebook page. Until next time, keep safe and bye for now.